Salute, salute, salute all my generals, all my lions, all my real men, all my queens, all my princesses, all my lionesses. Y'all already know what it is. It's Lions and Men. Hit the like, share, subscribe. Let's get into it. Prodigy from mobdeep. I was trolling the shit out of him. I was clout chasing the shit out of him. Before, I even know who knew what the fuck clout chasing was, because that wasn't even a phrase back then. When he was in Mid-State Correctional Facility with me. That's a fact. Let's get into it. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's get into it. So when I first crossed paths with Prodigy from mobdeep in Mid-State Correctional Facility, he was getting escorted to the yard. That was basically the only time you really get to see him, when he was getting escorted to their little bootleg yard. Their little weight shack they had out there. It was like 2 or 3 of them to be out there. There was some white dude that was in there for embezzlement on some Bernie Madoff type shit, but not on that level. But he was a very known dude also. And he was with Prodigy too. So I'm gonna keep it a stack. When I first saw Prodigy, I'm like, oh shit, that's Prodigy? He was getting escorted to the yard. He could see me, he could hear me. I'm like, yo, Prodigy, what up, twin? Salute, Nigga, look. He ain't say nothing. I get closer. I'm like, yo, Prodigy, yo, what up? Yo, how much time you gotta let my... Nigga, look. He ain't say nothing. That was it for me. Like, hold on. Who the fuck this nigga think he is type shit? So now I'm gonna give you a convict's perspective. Nigga, you a rapper. And you really acting like you wanna not acknowledge a nigga like me? This is how I'm feeling. Like I'm over here feeling like I'm the Godfather, even though I'm not. And me not even the Godfather. It was just the fact that the nigga didn't even acknowledge a nigga. That shit threw me all the way off. Like, nigga, what? I'm like, alright. Now, I work in intake. This nigga's in protective custody. Now, for anybody that's going to dispute this, I'm going to let you know right now. If you're a rapper, if you're a celebrity, and you want to sign out and not be in protective custody, you grab a pen, you sign it, and you get the fuck out of protective custody and they put you in Gen Pop. Point blank, period. You just gotta demand it. Unless you a fucking super Donald Trump or Barack Obama, then that's different. Tupac was in population. Anyway, so the minute, and salute, listen, I'm a fan. My feelings just got hurt. And I was in a point in my life where I ain't give a fuck about, like, what? And you a rapper? Like, I started thinking different. I'm like, oh, I wish this nigga was in population. This nigga need to sign out. Like, that's literally how I was thinking. So, I started trolling the shit out of him, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Because I worked in intake in Mid-State. All the way till I went home. I don't know if I went home before him or he came home after me. When did Prodigy come home? I came home in 2010 October. I think I came home before him. I think he came home after. Anyway, so obviously I did way more time than him though, but he was in that last spot that I was at. That's a fact. He was in there with some other rat dude, some white dude, white boy, not rat, some white guy that was locked up for embezzlement on some Bernie Madoff type shit. So now, being that I was like, when I shouted him out, he just like kind of dubbed my shit, and he did it 2 times, and I was like kind of close to him. It wasn't like he was that far. I'm like, he going his little shit. I'm walking, going where I'm going. You can hear me, you can see me. He ain't look, he dubbed. And I guess I could get it. Motherfuckers be feeling themselves like, yo, I ain't talking to nobody. I guess in a way I could get it, but nah, I wasn't trying to hear that shit. Nigga, you in PC. Fucking acting like you in Gen Pop, nigga. So that's how I felt. I ain't gonna lie. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how I felt. I'm like some nigga in protective custody talking about, and he going. So every fucking day, the entire time I was in Mid-State, every day that I saw Prodigy from Mobb Deep, I had some shit to say. Every single fucking day, 2-3 times a day, because you work in the morning, then you go to lunch, then you work in the afternoon, and then you go back, and then sometimes you gotta work late shit to pack bags up and all that shit, but usually it's just the 2 shifts. And in every shift, I gotta cross where he's at. Every fucking day, he gotta see me, bro. So, I remember, like, vividly now. You know what I mean? The second time I saw him, after that first, me shouting him out, trying to get his attention or whatever, and he dubbed my shit. I'm like, oh, this nigga dubbed my shit. All right. So now here we go again. He's getting escorted to the yard. I'm going to work. I'm like, yo, Prodigy, what up, twin? What's poppin', P? When you gonna sign out a PC, nigga? He looking, now he looking. I'm like, yeah, nigga, when you gonna sign out? You know you can sign out. All you need is a pen, nigga. You gonna be right in this yard with me, nigga. He ain't say nothing. He went to his little business. I keep talking my shit. Hey, yo, Prodigy, come on, twin. You from Queens. You gotta keep Queens on the map. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. I'm talking my shit, right? I'm really talking shit every day. I'm going to work. He goes to the yard. I'm coming out of work. This nigga's in the yard. He's working out. I'm like, oh, look at the little stick figure trying to get his muscles up now. The little crackhead ass looking ass nigga trying to get his weight up now. Word to mother. I ain't gonna lie. This is how I was talking, bro. I was talking crazy. Nigga, you a little crackhead ass nigga. Yo, when you gonna sign out, though? When you gonna get out PC? Sign out. You know you can sign out, right? You literally know you can sign out, right, twin? He'll be trying to dub my shit. But every day, next day comes. Hey, yo, Pete, when you gonna sign out a PC, bro? Nigga, I'm still waiting. What's poppin'? He was going on visits every weekend. Had a different joint coming to see him every weekend. Celebrities was coming to see him. Rappers was coming to see him. Producers was coming to see him. People was coming to see him every weekend. That's a fact. One day, guess what? I'm on a visit when he's on a visit. And for me, I ain't gonna lie, the shit was personal now. This bitch ass nigga ignoring me. That's how I'm thinking. Like, this nigga think he a rapper. He special? You ain't special, nigga. You just like me. You just in PC. And I really was trolling the shit out of him. I ain't gonna lie. So now he on the visiting floor. I'm going on the visiting floor. I gotta walk right past him. I'm like, yo, Prodigy, what up, nigga? When you gonna sign out a PC? Literally. He looked at me. First time the nigga really actually ever said anything. I'm like, you serious, done? That's what he said. Salute the Prodigy, man. He had the patience of a motherfucking elephant, bro. Cause I was antagonizing like a motherfucker. I know how. I literally walked past. He was on the floor with his, I don't know if it was one of his baby moms or a little groupie joint or whatever. But the minute I seen this nigga, I'm like, yo, Prodigy, what up, nigga? When you gonna sign out a PT? Nigga, that was the first time he actually looked at a nigga and was like, really done? That's what he said. He hit me with the really done. I started laughing. I'm like, really? I kept on pushing it to my visiting floor, right? It ain't finished there, right? I'm on my floor on the visit. I have my visit. We on the floor, boom, boom. Now it's the end of the visit, you know? And that's like hours later. Out visits in upstate New York last, literally, if you get there from early in the morning, like an 8-hour whole shift. Like a whole shift. Like you could be on the floor for hours in upstate New York. You could be on the visiting floor from 7 all the way to fucking 3, 4 o'clock. Facts. So, It's the end of the visit. Right? And I know this nigga still on the floor. He leaves. Because they had him at the front. That's why I had to walk past him. Because they had to protect the custody dudes in the front. And then, you know, the rest of Gen Pop behind them. So, now as the visit is over and we all waiting to go back to our spots and we gonna get our packages and shit. And he's over there with like some other PC dudes, like 2 or 3 other niggas. But he's only like maybe like 30 feet away from me, 40 feet away from me. At the opposite end of the corridor. And here I go again. I'm like, yo, P, what's poppin', twin? There ain't no COs here, nigga. What's good? What's poppin'? Yo, let me holler at you real quick. Come over here, nigga. When you gonna sell out a PC, bro? We need to see you in Gen Pop, nigga. You need to hold Queens down, nigga. He looked at me. You doing too much, Don. You doing too much, Don. I ain't gonna lie. He like, you doing too much, Don. I'm doing too much. I don't remember everything, like, exactly what I said. I just remember those phrases, though, like, literally. And he literally said on some real cool, like, nigga, you doing too much, Don. That shit got me mad. I'm like, what the fuck you mean I'm doing too much? I'm not doing enough. You ain't coming over here. I wasn't antagonizing. Yo, bro. And that was just, that's like maybe the first couple of months. First 2-3 months I was in Mid-State. I was in Mid-State for 2 years with Prodigy. That's a fact. R.I.P. to Prodigy, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I wonder if he told some of these stories to his peoples that was coming to visit him and his mans. I'm pretty sure he had to be like, I know he had to be like, yo, this is one Puerto Rican nigga keep talking crazy to me. I know he had to. So anyway, y'all already know what it is, man. It's LIONS&MEN. I got some more for y'all. Let's get into it.